Right lads, today we're going to be ranking protein sources, how bioavailable they are, how much protein they have in them, and whether you should actually be consuming them, because some of these on here are absolute garbage. So let's get into it. First up, we've got chicken breast. Now, chicken breast is a pretty lean protein. It's very high in protein, however, it lacks micronutrients. So in my case, I'm not a big fan of it. I'll eat it if it's put on my plate, but it goes in B tier. Next up, we've got bacon. It's hella tasty. It's pretty salty, and if you can get it nitrate free, then it's pretty optimal. But you know, it depends where you're getting your pork from, because some of the sources are pretty poor. It's just not the cleanest of animals to be eating. So I'm going to put it in A tier just because of the taste. I do like my bacon. Third option, we've got tuna. Now, this can be tinned tuna or it can be raw tuna steaks if you're that bougie guy. So tuna has a heck load of protein and it's very lean. So if you're on a cut, then it's very recommendable. However, it does lack micronutrients. It's not the best of fish sources because it lacks saturated fats and those healthy omega-3s. So I'm going to put it in B tier. Next up, we've got whole chicken. Chicken on the bone is so much better than chicken breast because of the collagen found in the connective tissue. And also you can use it to make some chicken broth, which is absolutely optimal. So I'm going to put whole chicken up in S tier. Next up, we've got salmon. Now, salmon is a great source of fatty fish. However, it depends on where you're getting it from. If you're buying the cheapest in the store, it's normally farmed, and farmed salmon can be eating their own feces. It's like caged hens, basically. They lack nutrients. So unless you're buying wild or wild sockeye salmon, then I would avoid this altogether. Yes, it tastes nice, and yes, it goes well in Japanese stuff, but it's not going to be the best thing to build your muscle and increase your testosterone. And also, if you're trying to lose fat and stay in a calorie deficit, it's very high in fat, so this is avoidable altogether. So I'm going to put it in C tier. Right, chicken thighs. Chicken thighs are great. I prefer them over to chicken breast because they've got fat in, good saturated fats that can actually be used as energy if you're fat adapted. And of course, they have more collagen in because of this. They're not as lean and they're more calorific, but if you're focusing on your hormone health, these are a great alternative to chicken breast. So I'm going to put these in A tier. Right, we've got one of the goats here. We've got minced beef. You can have this in spag bowl. You can have it as burgers. You can eat it in a bowl with some sauerkraut and avocado if you're a dog like me. But yeah, whether it's 5% and you're on a low calorie deficit, or it's 20% because you're trying to get those saturated fats in, it is absolutely goated. The bioavailability of this protein is nuts. It's off the scales. It's one of the greatest protein sources out there. And also the nutrient density is next level. B vitamins, creatine, zinc, iron. You just can't go wrong. So this is defo an S tier. Now we've got one of the proteins for all these soy boys. Tofu. I don't rate it. It tastes horrific. It's also filled with soy and made out of soybeans, so you're just going to be maxing out your estrogen eating this one. And if you choose this over a steak or mince or a whole chicken, even that, and you're trying to put on muscle, I'm sorry to say, you are an idiot. Your goal is to build muscle and lose weight, not to increase your estrogen levels and make yourself get moobs. So this is D tier. Don't eat this crap. Now we've got lentils. Lentils are okay. Like, I like a curry now and then, and I would put them in, but this is not going to be my main source of protein throughout the day. I don't recommend you focus on this. It's nice to add in here and there when you're making some nice home-cooked meals, so I'm going to put it in C. And now we've got the king of the jungle, the steak. A sirloin, a ribeye, a rump, a fillet, all of them are goated. If you like yours well done, you're a weirdo. Anything below medium is perfect for me. I even like it blue sometimes, basically when I cook it wrong. But this is the goat of all protein sources. Packed with micronutrients, great saturated fats. Obviously, it's on the expensive side, but if you like to invest in your health, which you should be doing, then you'll be eating this quite a lot. This is my go-to, but when I'm on a bit of a budget, I go for minced beef. So yeah, steak is defo in S tier. Next up, we've got the king of fish, sardines. These are 50p a tin in spring water at Tesco. If you're not capitalising on the nutrient density of this fish, you need to capitalise on it and get on it. Like I said, sardines are pretty cheap. They're filled with healthy omega-3s. Their protein is bioavailable. Yes, they may smell, but you don't have to sniff them. You actually eat them, so the smell doesn't last forever. And yeah, you can eat them whole, obviously without the head, so you're getting all of that collagen and calcium from bones, etc. And a cheeky little recipe, drizzle some extra virgin olive oil, salt, pepper. Oh my days, it is banging. So yeah, of course, sardines go in S tier. Next up, we've got whey protein. Now, I used to drink a lot of whey protein when I was younger, thinking it was the best thing to add onto my diet to improve my muscle building. However, pretty unfriendly on my gut and ruins my digestive system, and also you're only digesting around 70% of the protein, whereas with an egg you're digesting around 100 of it and using it. I'm not going to lie to you, I do have a whey shake now and then because they're pretty tasty, but they're not the best. They're normally packed with chemicals as well, so I'm going to put this in C tier. So next up we've got some Halo Top, but this can come under the category of any like protein product that's made in a lab and just full of absolute rubbish. Yeah, if you're on a calorie deficit and you're addicted to ice cream and you can't actually control yourself, then this would be a good option, but that's not the way to go about it. I mean, you want to be trying to avoid this with all costs. It's packed with chemicals, it's full of refined sugars and emulsifiers, so yeah, I would not go for this to get at least 20-30 grams of protein. Have a tin of sardines, 50p. Have a chicken breast, you know what I mean? It literally takes 5 minutes to cook. So yeah, if your lazy ass is buying this on the weekly, then you need to fix up. This goes in D tier. Fried chicken. Now, I always used to think fried chicken was good for me because of the chicken and the collagen. And yes, it has good protein and good collagen from the connective tissues, but it is full of refined vegetable and seed oils. This just causes inflammation, gut issues, you know, it's just bad for your heart. Like, there's studies out there showing it causes heart disease. It's not actually red meat that's killing these people. It's these sneaky little seed oils that are getting into everything they eat. Fried chicken, obviously chicken on the bone is great, but when it's fried, you need to chuck it in the bin, so it goes in D tier. So, grenade bars. These are rubbish. These are an excuse for you to buy a chocolate bar. And you shouldn't be doing that, no matter what. The only source of protein in these bars are soy Krispies. In other words, estrogen balls. There's about 20 grams of protein in these, even less, you know what I mean? It's all just marketing, and they're literally shrinking day by day, and you're paying £3 for this. Like, you can get a really cheap steak at Lidl for £3. So fix up, stop being lazy and buying for convenience, and stop eating grenade bars, please. These go in D tier, obviously. Peanut butter. Now, peanut butter can be good. There are some good brands out there with literally just peanuts and salt. However, Skippy and all these fake soft spread kind of ones, they need to go in the bin. I'm going to put it in C tier because I do like a bit of peanut butter now and then. Like Whole Earth is good. I think there's another company called 100%. Peanut butter, if it's your fix, it's pretty high calorie. It's pretty lacking nutrients. But yeah, it can be an okay source of protein. Just avoid the bad brands, guys. The penultimate source of protein, we've got nuts. Like peanuts, dry roasted, anything covered in sugar or salt, you need to avoid. Like clean ones, even putting your own sea salt into a bag would be a lot better for you. But I like pistachios, Brazil nuts, almonds without the skin on, cashews, and walnuts. Walnuts are great for your brain. These are filled with healthy fats like omega-3s, omega-6s, etc. However, they are quite calorific, and they're not that satiating, so you normally have to demolish a bowl for yourself to be filled up. I like adding these into my Greek yogurt bowls, a little bit of crunch, a little bit of flavour, so I'm going to put these in B tier. And last but not least, we've got liver. Now, you can get beef liver or lamb liver from your butchers, even pork liver if you want, but I'd probably avoid that. Beef liver is an absolute nutrient bomb. Every vitamin and mineral you need is in this right here. However, if you eat it on a consistent basis, you can actually over-vitaminise yourself, which I think happened to Paul Saladino. So this is goated. It's got a good amount of protein in and not that calorific. I think the protein ratio is around 10:1. But yeah, the only reason I eat this is to max out on nutrients. It's a great source. And let me challenge you. Eat some beef liver. It doesn't have to be raw. You can cook it. But see how you feel the next day. You will be a different person. So yeah, liver is absolutely goated and it goes in S tier. So there's my tier list for protein sources. I think I've done pretty well. Like S tier is looking clean. Maybe the bacon could be down in B because it's not the best. But I love the taste. So it goes in A tier. Let me know what you guys think. Would love to hear your opinions. And yeah, look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. And also, shout out to Scotty Optimal, the dog.